All right, let's have a look at what's happened throughout the week and what's likely going to come in the indices markets. This is interesting. So we've had this push down, and then this push down, which has either started from here or is going to start somewhere around here. What I mean by that is prices could and very well could come up some more before the push down happens. What I can say for certain now is that this secondary push has officially ended here. Now, whether this moves down from here or comes up one more time, which I think is more likely, and then comes down, this push down is over, and now we're looking for another one, a third one down. Whether it beats this level or not is still to be determined. I don't know that for sure just yet. That's what I'm seeing in FTSE. Germany. Now, as I mentioned last weekend, all markets are correlating. So Germany also is moving down the same way. It's come down further than FTSE, but that's because Germany moves a lot more aggressive than FTSE. Wall Street, similar thing. I'm seeing secondary push and now this third push. Now, the way this has come down, it could be a case of, even though this can come up a bit more, and to know if it will come up a bit more, I'll have a look at that in a moment. I'll go down to the lower time frames and assess. But this seems to be an area of importance. So if buyers are to come up, they will first have to beat this area. Now, on this time frame, with this push down, prices, let me do that better. This push down, prices can come all the way up to this level with this guy pushing it down some more. I doubt that will happen. I think the highest it will come up is probably where this line is, because sellers are everywhere, and you will see it better when I go down to a lower time frame. But you have sellers here, here also. So as prices come up, either one of those could pull the trigger and send prices down even more, which is what they've done here. Right, prices came down quite sharply, but sellers have pushed it down. But let's have a look at a couple more markets before we delve down to the lower time frames. Yep, similar thing here. First push, secondary push, and now this third push. Spain, I presume, will be a similar thing. Yep. Let's do one more. Let's do Japan. Also, second push, and now this third push is happening. All right, so let's go to a lower time frame and have a closer look at things. I say a closer look because right now it's this guy, these sellers, versus this guy, these buyers who pushed it up. And with the way the buyers pushed it up, they did so in, or actually, it's actually more like, let me clear this up. Interesting. There are one of two ways I can look at this. I can look at this as this push, or all of this is a push, because I can say this is a push, and then we have this pullback, and then this is a push. I don't think so, actually, come to think of it now. As I'm looking at this now, I don't think that's, I think it's more likely all of this as one push, with this move down just being a rest before they attempted to go further and failed. So if all of this is one push up, we're going to have at least one more push up, right? It's not going to suddenly just drop from here. We need to ensure that these buyers fade out, just like the sellers faded out before the buyers came in. So we've had this push. I think we're likely to have another push up. And based on, let me move this forward a bit. Based on this new push up that comes in, let's say it comes in this way. If sellers, let's say these guys, if they hit it at this level again with the same intensity as they did here, or stronger, let's say they push it down like that, and we give buyers one more chance, because this move up will be the first move, this will be the second. If buyers are unable, if we give them one more chance to make this high again, we can say, okay, prices are going down, potentially past this area. Because on this time frame, we will have a lower high and a lower low. So that is what I'm thinking is likely to happen. We have this move up. Definitely need one more move up. Even if prices from here come down even more, we're going to have another push up. Even if they're unable to make this high, I think we'll have another push up at least, because we need a secondary move from this first move. That's what I'm thinking from looking at the market from this time frame. Let's see if we're having a similar thing on Germany. Yep, so these guys came up with, oops, let me do that better, intensity. I'm going to see one more push up at least. And in fact, the slower this secondary move happens, so we have this first move, the slower this move happens. So if it moves like that, then we can say already the buys are weak. Even though this will be the secondary move to this first one, if they come up like that, they're already weak, and we can say actually sellers are in control of this and buyers are not going to go much further. In other words, prices will need to come down to at least this level before they're able to go upwards past this level. Now, when markets open, if instead buyers come in with power from this level and push up past this level, then we can say, okay, this first move happened, this second move is technically stronger than this first move, in which case we can expect another move up. And if that were the case, then we'll have to look into levels from the higher time frame. Okay, so then we can say, okay, prices are more likely, buyers are aiming to get up to this level rather than this current level where it turned from. So right now the challenge for buyers is to go past this level. Let me get my pen. This level. I say this level, where the line is can be considered the same level. So we're looking at a range, right? We don't have to be pip perfect at this point. All of this is pretty much the same level. Meaning sellers, if they wanted to take it down even further, they could push it down from this level or here, or go slightly above when prices spike up and then come crashing down. It's all the same level. So right now it's just a range. So buyers want to go past this level. Now, in order for them to push up with power, they need sellers. Is this enough sellers for buyers to buy? I'm not sure yet. I need more data to make that determination. Let's have a look at Wall Street. Oh, wow. Similar thing with these buyers down here taking prices up versus these sellers up here taking prices down. It's interesting, the sellers started off in a very weak manner and then gained power from here. Why didn't they push with power from here? Why here and not here where they started? Let's see if we can tell from the volume. Okay, so they came in with power at that level. This market is trickier to read. It's more tricky than FTSE and also Germany. I think the same still applies, as in we're going to have at least one more push up. But on this market, I think prices could very well potentially come down lower, because on a lower time frame, and I'll get onto the hourly in a moment, but in order for buyers to push up, they first have to break this level and then potentially this level. I think once they break this level, they have a high chance of breaking this level because there's not much power at this level. So this is the level to be broken by the buyers. But with the way the sellers came down with power from here, I think they'll attempt to make another push down. So if buyers were to make a first attempt, the sellers are likely to push it down some more. In other words, these sellers will need to be faded, will need to fade away before buyers can come in. So buyers are most likely not going to come in with power from here. So once we have a push up, we're likely to see a push down, and then buyers can come in with power. Let me see how it is on the hourly. Actually, let's start the hourly from this market, with this market. See, buyers, even if they started from here, are not going to want to face all of this, right? Potentially. It's always difficult with the weekend because it brings up new set of challenges. Because over the weekend, that's when people Friday rather, that's when people take their profits. And when the week begins, the following week, there are a new set of players who can perform quite aggressively. The players are both buyers and sellers, and it's always difficult to see who's going to win when the markets open on the following week. So on Monday, my assumption will be at some point during the day on Monday and not Tuesday, buyers will make an attempt, but sellers will counter that. And if buyers are going to push up, they will then push up afterwards. I don't think they'll push up immediately with power taking out this guy. That's my suspicion on this. And I'm seeing a similar thing here. We've had this push down and then this push down. Even if buyers were to come up, we'll need another push down because these guys won't be taken out easily, I don't think, because they had power from here. So we'll have another push down before buyers can attempt to break this level. So with the buy, this is the first level that will be of concern to them. Let me see if things are clear. Oh, wow. FTSE is different. See, markets are correlating, but there's slightly difference in each of these three markets. Because in this market, this level is the equivalent where sellers came in with power in the other two markets. Whereas on this market, they came in with power up here. So buyers, I think, will have an easier time with this market. So going past this area will be simpler than the equivalent area in the other two markets we looked at, because sellers here are quite weak. So if buyers were to push up and sellers make another attempt to push it down, I don't think the sellers will go past this level once they push it down. So if I were to map this out for what's most likely to happen on this market, I think we'll see a push up across all markets on come Monday. But on this market, buyers will go further. So they'll break this level, go past it. And when the sellers react from on other markets, on this market, they won't be able to come down to this level again. They'll most likely use this level as a strong SNR for buyers to buy even more, to go up to challenge this guy. So whilst on other markets we'll have a challenge down at this level with a push up, a push down, and then an attempt upwards, I think on this market we'll see a push up, a push down using this area as SNR, and then a push up. Yep. That's the important guy on this market from a seller's point of view. And on this, it's even clearer that this guy is the important one. Whereas on FTSE, here's that same guy again. Not very powerful on this market. If they were powerful, why didn't they sell like that as they did in the other markets? It makes me believe that, yep, buyers are definitely still in control of things, and it's clearer on this market than the other two markets. So this market will have, most likely will have an easier time going upwards than the other two markets. Let's just see how other markets are. Okay, so Italy, we've had those two sellers come down. See, Spain is more akin to FTSE, where these sellers didn't make much strive, whereas these guys made better strives down. Let's see Japan. Oh, so Japan, we've had two sets of sellers push it down, making a lower low. So Japan, Italy, Wall Street, and Germany made two pushes down with a lower low. Spain also made two, but the second one was quite weaker compared to this first move down. And let's go up to FTSE. FTSE, we've had one push down. We haven't. If this is a secondary push down on FTSE, it's significantly weaker than this first one. If a push down is yet to happen, oops, not that. If a push down is yet to happen, let's say we have that when markets open, it might actually be better for buyers. I doubt this will be the case, but if this were to happen, so this secondary push down happening on Monday, it will actually be better for buyers because they'll have more room to buy and go past this level. But I think it's more a case of we've had this push down and an inability to make a secondary push down, which means this is a key area, this zone right here. So when buyers go past this level, sellers are unlikely to bring it down to this level again, i.e. what I mentioned earlier, this top level will be what's used as the strong SNR for buyers. Right now they're holding this at this level. When markets open and they push up past this level, they'll use this level as the strong SNR and bounce off of it to go upwards past this guy. I believe also looking at this market, I believe other markets have reached the equivalent to this guy up here. Let me confirm that actually. Let's see when this time was. Okay. So this was Friday 23rd, 8 a.m. Let's have a look at Germany. I think this is the level. Yep. Friday, 8 a.m. 23rd. The 12,600. Yep. So prices reach this level. On FTSE, it hasn't yet. So this is the same level. The 7,200 level. This is probably why prices haven't come down deeper on this market, because it's in a rush to get up to this level. Let me have a look at one more. So it was Friday 23rd at 8 a.m. Okay. And on this market, the same level has been met by these guys. So they've actually gone past it. It was the 3,000 level, right? 3,000 level. So they actually went past it. Whereas FTSE, again, has not. So this is why I think FTSE hasn't gone down even more. It's in a rush to catch up with the other markets that have reached the equivalent of this level. So I think the smart money, the big players, when markets open, or either when markets open or at some point, some opportunistic point, they'll use sellers coming down as a way to get people to sell. So potentially going past this level, but it being a faker for them to buy and take it up to the 7,200 level. So on this market, I think buyers are stronger on this market than the other markets. That's what I'm trying to say. They're stronger on this market right now because they haven't met the equivalent level that the buyers in those markets have met. Which also explains why this secondary move has happened and made a lower low. On FTSE, we've had this level hold. Let me show it. Yep, this level, the equivalent hold. So we haven't had a secondary move down. We've had one, and this level is preventing these guys from coming down even lower because buyers want to go up and are stronger than sellers. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with my read on this. Buyers are still in control and will be aiming to get up to at least the 7,200 level, potentially going up even more. I think once they reach the 7,200, the next big level for them is the 7,500. So if they were to clear the 7,200, it'll pretty much be smooth sailing for them up until the 7,500 level. But I don't think they'll beat the 7,500 because that's this guy. That's the ultimate guy who wants to take it even lower. And he's sitting up here thinking anyone who buys will be good for me because it'll give me buyers that I can sell to again. So the more this comes up, the more these guys up here have confidence in selling, because they'll look at these buyers and say, okay, buyers want what I am willing to sell, which is an opportunity for them to potentially break this level, go down. Well, that is several weeks away. First stop for buyers on this market is this level, and I think they're going to reach it this week, definitely. Well, I shouldn't say definitely. In the markets anything can happen, but I think the read is that buyers are in control and want to take it up to the 7,200 before the sellers make a move. All right, I'll leave it there for now. I'll have more videos throughout the week to see how the story unfolds. But right now, I think come Monday, we're going to see buyers, Monday or Tuesday, potentially, we're going to see buyers come in with power most strongly on the FTSE market. All right, I'll leave it there for now. Bye for now.